Hello. Welcome to the Daydreamers Club.
Hi guys, welcome to the Daydreamers Club. We're so happy you're here.
Today, we are going to be talking about ways that we feel better when we're feeling down. Both of us have struggled with depression and anxiety and existential crises.
All the time. All the time.
Yeah.
Christ, that's the one.
So we're going to be talking about things that either we do or ideas for things that can help feel better in those times. Yeah, I've had a lot of existential crises.
I do too. I have them quite often. I know you probably have them more than me, but it's become a part of my life, honestly. So I'm really excited to just share things that are little tips and tricks to hopefully help you guys too, and just to encourage you to take care of yourselves.
I feel like
you want to start off?
It's just part of being human. I think that's what it means to exist, is to constantly be on the brink of
Some more than others. My boyfriend never
true.
has existential crises,
oh my gosh,
and I'm constantly going through them. He's so chill. So chill. So, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I go through so many, and I think I have a lot of ways of coping now. I think probably my top way is I'll just put on some music and dance like an insane mad woman, just a mad woman.
I adore that.
We are talking fun. Just wiggling about, your body actually does store stress in its parts, especially in your gut area. So if you shake those hips a little, it can actually help relieve that, which is why, hip shaking, booty shaking, shake it
Absolutely.
all up is such a common kind of cultural thing in a lot of places all over the world, because they just know, it's an inherent thing to humanity to know that will make you feel better.
Right. I think a big one for me is just focusing on giving myself the love that I need. And so I kind of take it to what's my love language. And my love language is words of affirmation. So I usually will look in the mirror and compliment myself, or be like, how you doing, friend? Or so I will, it really helps me. And sometimes I'll make a list of things that I love about myself, or accomplishments, or even just stream of consciousness journaling, and being like, okay, let's check in with myself and just see how I'm doing and what are the thoughts I'm thinking, so I can take those. Yeah, and pull myself out of the situation and be like, objectively, what's going on here?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, and objectivity.
Objectiveness.
That's a good
objectiveness. Being like, okay, I know I'm feeling this right now, but what is actually going on? So I can kind of figure out what I need, and just putting myself around positive people, or a positive podcast or something like that. Speaking of which.
And a lot of times I think that when we're feeling those ways, it can be in ways that maybe are not what it seems like, or what the obvious is. So that's why when you said objectiveness, that really stood out to me, because to look at yourself the way maybe somebody else would, almost from a third person perspective, it's much more easy to have grace for yourself and be like, oh wow, I'm so sorry you're experiencing this pain because of your traumatic past, or this trigger, or who knows what's going on, you haven't eaten, it could be anything.
Exactly.
Half the time, that's what I really need, is just some food.
Same.
And definitely I think you like podcasts. I love to watch funny YouTube videos.
Oh yeah, that's huge.
My favorite YouTuber is this, probably Curtis Connor or Cody Ko, and they both have they're just funny commentary kind of comedians. They're great.
That's true. Laughing and singing always make yourself feel better. Are we good?
Yeah, no, I'm good.
Okay.
Sorry, guys. I just dropped the mic, actually. Mic drop.
That's so cute. One thing that I've learned that's been a total life hack for me is I will read until I feel better.
Ooh, so that's a good one.
I love to read encouraging, self-help type books. And
so many.
Honestly, a good one for this topic is So Long Insecurity by Beth Moore. It is faith-based, and it is.
Just tell me about that one.
I seriously cried every chapter. It's so powerful.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and
I don't know if I could handle that if I'm already sad.
I'm just already really emotional, and it just kind of brings up topics where you're like, dang, okay, I needed that.
Okay.
And also just reading encouraging stuff, reading the Psalms, or just stuff like that, to pick up myself is a big one for me.
I love how deep you get with like all of this stuff. You know, you're always willing to confront the reality of things, and sometimes it's a lot for me to handle. Yeah. I definitely have always struggled with wanting to distract myself, which is why for the longest time I would test as an Enneagram type 7, which is the adventurous one.
That makes sense.
Yeah, because my first thing I do as soon as there's conflict is like, I'm going for a drive. I might come back in a week. I don't know. Probably going to try to survive in the nearest wilderness I can find.
That's so fun though.
I would like go to the beach and just like surf, or sometimes I would just like sit out there in the ocean, you know, and just contemplate things, or I would just.
That's healthy.
It is, but sometimes I wonder if maybe, I don't know if it was healthy. I guess it is in a way, because, you know, you do need to go away and be able to think about yourself. But sometimes I was also running away from stuff, you know? Mm-hmm. Like if there's a person I didn't want to face, or a job I didn't want to do, and I didn't know how to quit. So, like, I've never really quit a job. I've literally only ever ran away from it and just never
ghosted them.
Like, I am the worst employee.
I love that. Yeah, I think taking time for yourself is huge. A big thing that I will do is I'll take myself on dates. Because even if you're dating somebody, you still need to take yourself on dates, girl. Like, you still need to take care of yourself.
So true.
It doesn't matter if it's a face mask at home, going to see a movie,
just
going
getting
to dinner,
dressed up,
whatever.
Getting dressed up for no reason. Yeah, that was my favorite thing.
That makes me feel better.
When I was younger and I was alone all the time, I would always go to this indie movie theater, mostly because nobody ever would want to come with me. And it was actually really nice. Like, I would take myself on these dates to see these weird movies, and found some of my favorite movies. So that's cool.
Right. I would do that too, and they'll always be like, one ticket, and I'm like, hell yeah, one ticket.
I never even noticed, like, the only thing that was annoying, honestly, was that a lot of times people take that opportunity to hit on you. Like, there were so many times where I would go out to dinner.
Because you're so hot.
Oh my goodness, no. I think it's because this society has an issue with understanding that women can be independent and to respect their boundaries.
That is very true. Right.
But yeah, I would be like sitting there eating dinner alone, and some guy would come and like sit there and be like, hey, do you want me to buy you food? And I'd be like, no.
That's because you were in LA. Boise, people are not forward like that. Guys are not like that.
That's good. I appreciate that. That's nice. That's normal.
Depends where you're at.
Like, I don't want you to sit here, sir. I remember one time, this is so random. I had an M&M cutout that somebody gave me. As it was giant, like a giant cardboard M&M, the size of me, probably bigger than me. Okay. And I got so tired of people sitting across from me. I put the M&M across from me.
No, you didn't.
And then this guy still tried to come up and talk to me, and I full on pretended to have a conversation with this M&M like I was a crazy person. And I looked at him, I was like, excuse me, you're interrupting. And I went back to talking to my M&M. So
this is why I'm friends with you.
Life hack. If men will not leave you alone and you just want to take yourself on a date, bring a giant M&M cardboard cutout.
That helps all the girls in LA.
Mine was the yellow one, so the yellow one is taken. Okay. We don't need to have these scandals here.
That is so funny. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that never happened to me because I lived in Boise my whole life and people are respectful, but yeah, every place is different, that's for sure.
Yeah, one time we were tanning at the lake and those two guys were
okay, I know, but if you don't talk to them, then they go away. You just kept talking to them. Like, I was like, what are you doing? I was ignoring them. Like, I know how to get guys away. Anyway, it was funny.
I thought they were entertaining, to be totally honest.
Yeah, they were weird. They were weirdos.
Very weird. Okay,
anyway, let's see. Another thing I like to do is meditate. I have a couple, like, meditations to listen to. I used to, the thing I will say about meditating is that for me, it was super hard to just sit there and be like, what am I thinking? And let it go. So I kind of like listen to meditations that are like, okay, you're walking through a field and then all your friends come up and tell you how much they mean to you and stuff like that. And it's like, it's subconsciously, just like training you to focus on the good and like the abundance and like attracting that. And so I listen to more of those meditations.
Oh, I love
They're
that.
super good.
Yeah, I've tried a few of those. I think the best thing for me is, I used to be a yoga instructor for a long time, and doing yoga actually will help you get into a mindset where you can meditate. So if you just do like a couple stretches, you can look up like a yoga class on YouTube, and it will really quiet your mind. Also moving your body. If you're a kinesthetic person like me, that can be a way people actually process. That's why there's stuff like dance or movement therapy. Doing breath work is actually really important and can help you, because your breath, if you think about it, is the key to your body. Basically, like breathing is what we're constantly doing, and if you focus on that intake and just focus on your breath, take a deep breath, as deep as I deeply can, and then breathe it in even more, like and then breathe in more until your lungs are gonna pop, and then slowly let it out, piece by piece.
That's so good.
And that's like something you can do if you're in the midst of a situation where you can't go and do something else. Like that was always a really good key for me.
So, I love that. Yeah, my last one is just to focus on my dreams, because if you have hope for the future, I really think like hope is your superpower. And so I focus on my dreams. I really truly believe that the dreams that are put in your heart are there for such a divine reason. And you deserve to respect yourself to make those decisions and boundaries to pursue your dreams. And so I really focus on my dreams a ton, and think about what I've overcome already, and how my past is my causes for the future. And so I try to just like focus on, okay, where am I going? Where am I at? Where am I going?
That's so beautiful, Addie. I love that.
That helps
me a lot.
Such a
grounding experience.
Yeah.
I might try that one. That's a good one.
Grounding is also good. Like if you are like, okay, what am I here right now?
I thought you meant grounding. Like take off your shoes, go outside in the grass, and when you do that, like
that's a good one too.
Field of the earth grounds you.
Yes, that's true as well. Yeah, there's some different anxiety grounding techniques you can look up.
It's like one thing you can like see, 2 things you hear, 3 things you
I
don't know. One thing I don't know what the numbers are, but yeah, that stuff does help.
Yeah,
especially when you're having a panic attack.
Yeah, I used to have panic attacks, and that would happen a lot.
Yeah, the worst thing was when I was driving, and then you're like, I'm dying, and I'm driving, and I can't pull over.
Oh shit!
This gets worse.
Good job for overcoming that.
Yes, that's why I learned the whole breath work thing.
Right. Oh, good job. That's amazing. So yeah, that's all I have. Any conclusions that you have?
Nope, same thing. I think if any of our listeners, thank you for listening. If you have anything you'd like to add, DM us on Instagram at
the Daydreamers Club podcast.
Yes.
Love you guys. Mwah.
Love you so much. Mwah.
Take care of yourselves. Listen to what you need. Bye.
Goodbye.